The Democratic National Convention is not even over, and Vice President Kamala Harris is already getting a bounce. In the latest 538 average of polls, she's up 3.3 points against Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has been freaking out each and every day about the Democratic National Convention, post after post. And last night and this morning, no difference. I mean, just take a look at what he's saying. I mean, this is some of the most absurd, disgusting, and offensive stuff. He attacks Governor Josh Shapiro of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, referring to him as a highly overrated Jewish governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Just look at this disgusting message that Donald Trump posts. Yep, the corporate media wants to normalize this behavior. This is what Donald Trump posted last night. He writes, the highly overrated Jewish governor of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, made a really bad and poorly delivered speech talking about freedom and fighting for Comrade Kamala Harris for president, yet she hates Israel and will do nothing but make the journey through the complexities of survival as difficult as possible, hoping in the end that it will fail. All Donald Trump wants to do is sow division by lies. And I think to see the joy in the room at the Democratic National Convention that we've seen on our live streams of the DNC, Donald Trump wants to rip away that joy and move us backwards. That is obvious. Just take a look too. Email after email of what he was posting. He did like 8, 9 campaign emails every 90 minutes yesterday. Like an email like this, please, exclamation point, confidential. I need your official endorsement before the Democrat convention ends. Kamala has D-list celebrities, Hollywood elites, and liberal billionaires. I need you to endorse me by the end of the day. D-list celebrity? What in the world are you talking about? You had WWE has-been Hulk Hogan rip off his shirt as like the main speaker at your convention. The Democrats had like Oprah gave a speech, John Legend, Stevie Wonder, but it's not about that. It is about we, the people. And what the Democrats were talking about was freedom, and enough of this nonsense. J.D. Vance and Donald Trump write this email. Kamala will say terrible things about you tomorrow. That's actually what they're running their campaign on filth. Kamala will say terrible things about you tomorrow. And make no mistake, Ben, every attack you'll hear tomorrow night against Trump is really an attack on you and everything that you believe in. I want you to be very clear in why I show you these, why I subscribe to their emails so you don't have to. I want to show you their tactics because you may be wondering, how are people not leaving this cult? Don't they see what's happening? Well, they're locked in this echo chamber and they're getting messages like that are identical to the type of cultish message. When they attack him, they're attacking you. No, what I saw on display at the Democratic National Convention was joy, was love, like when Governor Walz gave a shout out to his family. Play this clip.
Hope, Gus, and Gwen, you are my entire world, and I love you. I'm letting you in.
Or when Governor Walz said the following. Play this clip.
We also protected reproductive freedom because in Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and the personal choices they make. And even if we wouldn't make those same choices for ourselves, we've got a golden rule. Mind your own damn business.
On the other hand, I saw Donald Trump give a low-energy speech in Asheboro, North Carolina on the same day yesterday where Donald Trump said this.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy?
And then Donald Trump said this. Play this clip.
Every American was safer under President Trump. In fact, the entire world was safer when I sat behind that beautiful, resolute desk in the Oval Office. You know, I heard the other day, for the first time, I heard Biden say, the beautiful, resolute desk. He never said that before. They copy me. When I say we're a nation in decline, guys are copying me. Then they say they shouldn't say that, but they thought the words were beautiful. But they copy me all the time. In that case, it was Republicans that were copying me because they...
Traditional bed sheets, they can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat. It can lead to acne, allergies, and stuffy noses, and it's just gross. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning, antibacterial bedding, such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters that prevent up to 99.7% of bacteria growth and require up to 3 times less laundry. Using silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, no matter the weather. So you get better sleep every night. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Go to trymiracle.com/legalaf to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo, LegalAF, at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/legalaf and use the code LegalAF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/legalaf to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
I want to give a hat tip to President Bill Clinton. One of the stats that he talked about as well is that there have been 52 million jobs created since 1989. 50 million of the 52 million jobs. This is empirical. This is objective data. 50 million of those jobs have been created under Democratic presidents. So basically, all of the jobs created in the United States since 1989, look at it on the chart here, net job creation were created by Democratic presidential administrations. 16 million created during the Biden-Harris administration. Donald Trump lost jobs, just like Herbert Hoover lost jobs, although some people call Donald Trump Pervert Hoover. Speaking of, you know what? Did you see what was going down in the Democratic National Convention where these MAGAs tried to take away our joy? Did you see the moment where Donald Trump's top surrogate, Mike Lindell, who worked with Donald Trump to overthrow the results of the 2020 election, shaved his mustache to try to go in disguise at the DNC? Our reporter on the ground, Adam Mockler, who's doing an incredible job, caught it. And then we caught that moment on the MeidasTouch network exclusively here, where Mike Lindell was attacking a 12-year-old kid who was there as a guest of Jamie Harrison, the chair of the DNC. And Mike Lindell was just spewing all of his MAGA filth and nonsense. And then the 12-year-old Noah was incredible. He was like, okay, so what's your source, Mike Lindell? Just trust me, bro. Remember this moment that we captured on the MeidasTouch network? Let's play it.
That's in your state. You want to know more in your state?
So
they just found 257,000 votes. This happened last week. A judge ruled in Georgia that are missing from the 2020 election. This just came out. You're behind. So
your source is trust me, bro? That's your source?
The source. It's in your papers in Georgia. You need to read your news.
You haven't given me any last name.
You need to read your news. No, this is your Georgia news.
Yeah.
This is your Georgia.
Thanks,
buddy. Have a good day, sir. Let's keep walking.
What a moment right there. Jamie Harrison, the chair of the DNC, put out a very powerful message about that as well. And Jamie Harrison said, I just saw the disgusting video of Mike Lindell yelling at a child. Lindell, Noah is my personal guest. Noah is a 12-year-old. He is our future, and I invited him to attend our convention, but you, sir, were not invited and frankly not wanted. So don't ever come into the building filled with hope and joy and bring your vitriolic bitterness and bile. And the next time you feel compelled to yell at another young black kid, come and find me. Powerful words there by Jamie Harrison. Powerful words indeed. And with all of the joy taking place at the Democratic National Convention, CNN thought it would be a great idea in their infinite wisdom of CNN. Just, I say I'm upset that CNN behaves like this, but ultimately you're cutting the cord and leaving them and we're getting their viewers. So, you know, I as much as I criticize them, your audience is coming to us, okay? When you do idiotic things like this, you bring J.D. Vance on, and then you had Jake Tapper allow J.D. Vance to go uninterrupted. But if you listen to J.D. Vance talk, he sounds like he's talking about Donald Trump here. Here, play this clip.
And he has voted for. I just don't understand a person in American politics in 2024 who's whining about what happened to them instead of using their leadership and using their influence to make the lives of American citizens better.
J.D. Vance. By the way, then J.D. Vance was on Fox, and J.D. Vance thought that it was a very dark and ominous tone at the Democratic National Convention. Here, play this clip.
I thought it was actually a very dark and ominous tone where they attacked Donald Trump and they attacked the people who voted for him rather than offer a compelling vision for the future. So it fell flat to my ears. Of course, the American people will make the ultimate decision.
Just so you see what they think is dark and ominous, it's this.
World, and I love you. I'm letting you in on how we started a family because this is a big part.
And by the way, you got to give J.D. Vance credit. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, well, don't give him credit. Just watch him fumble the ball again. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, says, I know he's always hated Trump, but I don't think he's supposed to say this now. Watch this clip.
And it just highlights the extraordinary contrast. Donald Trump can point to 4 years of successful leadership and say, I delivered rising prices.
Then finally, let me just show you my favorite line of the DNC. One of my favorite lines. Here's where President Bill Clinton talks about Donald Trump giving frequent shout outs to Hannibal Lecter. Play this clip.
One of the things is when you send a signal to the other countries, you want them to know whether they agree with you or not, at least that you're on the level. Here's where you are and what you believe. What are they supposed to make to these endless tributes to the late, great Hannibal Lecter? I mean, President Obama once gave me the great honor of saying I was the explainer-in-chief. Folks, I've thought about it, and I don't know what to say.
Wow, what a day. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Let's continue to build this movement of love, joy, empathy, and democracy together. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.